Welcome to Wild Sun Tarot. This is the reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. Welcome, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today we will go through the energy of November. We will see where's your current energy, how past months influenced you, and where you're heading, okay? We'll also check your partnerships, your material matters, and your overall well-being. So we will see how will you be doing this month, Leo. I hope you're doing well so far. Let's get into it. So where's the energy for our zodiac sign of Leo? Wow, a lot of energy. Let's start with these two. This one we'll cover for later. So Leo, there's a decision that you may have made in the past or was necessary to make, but maybe you were trying to walk away from the decision. Maybe out of fear, maybe out of lack of interest, but I don't feel like you've made it, or maybe you made it halfway. So let's say you've decided on something, but you didn't take action to finalize it, or you maybe left a door slightly open. Okay, whatever the case, there was something. Maybe it connects to the romantic matters. Sometimes the lover's cards can be about romance, but it doesn't have to be. It could be any decision you have to make, and it feels like you were just tired of something with the Nine of Wands here. You've been through a lot of emotions, maybe some struggle, maybe you've been hurt physically, mentally, and it was time to go away from that space. Maybe that was a decision you made. You made the decision to go away, but for some reason you keep revisiting that past. So it's still in your thoughts. Maybe you're questioning yourself. Did you make the right decision? For some of you, maybe you walked away from a partnership because you've noticed lack of interest on the side of that other person. Like maybe it was a flame that burned very fast, and then you weren't really interested anymore to continue, right? For some of you. Yes, in majority, I feel like even though you walked away or you made a decision to kind of, finalize something here, you're still thinking about this. Maybe you left the window slightly open. Maybe you're waiting for someone to go back to you. There was a lot of fear here, and like a resignation, and maybe that's why you made the decision. And very often when we do it out of let's say impulse or out of scariness, like when we're scared, right? Very often that's not really a closed chapter. Okay, so maybe that's what happened for you. But let's see the current energies, and we had already one card here that followed earlier, which is Four of Cups. Yeah, you see, like, I feel like you're still not decided about this past. Like, you keep thinking, maybe there was something there that, had the possibility to grow, and then we have Nine of Wands. Okay, so I feel like I'm speaking to a Leo who wanted to grow something with someone, but you weren't sure on what page that other person is, and out of fear, and not wanting to be disappointed, you just moved away. Okay, I feel like this person is gonna come back with the Knight of Wands, but they're not a stable energy. So there's an energy who will wants to come in and then go out and maybe have fun, but they're not really serious, which is interesting because with the Empress here in this position, I feel like that's what you want. You want growth, you want something stable. Maybe you're it's not only, I feel like this Empress energy, because it's a strong one, it's not only about this person or this particular thing, it's overall in your life, you're putting your stability and growth and your care at like the first place. So that's why you moved away from that person, because that's not what you're prioritizing at the moment. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if that person is really that, or maybe you're just walk away too quickly, right? Because even though here there's this Knight of Wands showing up, in a very unstable place, you're questioning yourself. So there had to be something in that past about this individual that maybe you were like not sure, right? Well, this is for you to decide if you want to let this energy in or not, but there will be coming back, because with Knight of Wands, it's someone who has a lot of passion and is driven, it's a fast energy, may not offer what you want though, and you have a decision if you want to, again, really close this chapter, or did you left it slightly open? Because you see, even from the Lovers to Four of Cups, it looks like you kind of left it slightly open, right? And you're technically not interested in that area, but it is open, right? You didn't close it, you didn't shut the door. So yeah, that's something to think about, Leo. Let's move forward. What's the future here for this situation? I think like in November you will have to really decide if if you will allow this energy. There's a lot of fire energy here, so it may be you or maybe the other person, but yeah, again, like you see, decision, you will have to make a decision soon, because I feel like you have a lot of, it's an attractive individual, okay? With the King of Wands here, King of Wands is better than Knight of Wands. So maybe if you address, because I don't know, maybe you didn't, if you would address your concerns instead of just running away, right? Or making decision on your own, it's important to communicate. Maybe that person doesn't know what you want, right? Because they come here around as like a very fun person, but with Four of Wands and the King of Wands, that's someone who can be a little bit more stable, right? It's still not proposal, let's say, but it's someone who wants to invest a bit more. And maybe if you decide on what you really want, or make it clear for that person, it would be easier for them to also give you what you want. Because I feel like there's some type of miscommunication here as well. Because the Empress is here for me in the center, I feel like it actually has the opportunity to grow this connection. I strongly feel it's a connection. But you will have to, again, be honest with yourself first. Do you really want to invest in someone, or do you want to keep having fun with them? And then communicate, right? Seven of Cups, it's like you're trying to make a decision, but not looking at all the options, or not looking at all the sacrifices, or all the things you would have to do in a way to get there, right? So communicate with this person, maybe expose yourself a little bit on what your wants and needs are, and again, it's your choice, right? What would you want to do? Yeah, for others of you, going a little bit away from the partnerships, it feels like you walked away from a decision because something was very hard, and it didn't seem like it's serious, right? So if this is not a connection, if it was like a career, or any other type of relationship, maybe with a group, not with one person, it's kind of similar in a way of like, it feels like you wanted different things than this energy could offer you, right? So this energy is very much fun and, very changeable, and you never really know where you stand with it, right? So exciting, right? Career, people, and, whatever in your life, exciting, but not really giving you a lot of prospects to grow, right? And that's kind of where you were heading. But again, I feel like you're turning back on it. So again, it's a decision, like, is November for me a month when I put my growth first, or do I still want to keep having fun, and just start that in December? Because to be fair, you can decide what you want, Leo. It's not like one is better than the other. It's what you can put up with, right? Because it feels like you've been hurt and kind of discouraged. So that's maybe why you've turned around, right? But this energy is coming back, and you coming back as well to this fun space, right? As long as you can have fun in that way. So the Death and the reverse. So we have the Death card in the reverse when it comes to partnership. You see, it's a transition you don't want to make. So for a lot of you, I also get that if this is someone who you thought you want to be serious with, I don't know if you do know that. Like, it takes a work, right, to become more committed to someone, and you would have to maybe change things about yourself. Maybe this person also wants like family or kids, and that's not what you want, or vice versa, right? And you don't want to go through that transformation, through that change, right? Death is about changing, and it's reversed. I feel like you're kind of trying to go around it, and I guess in order to have this relation, you can't. You have to choose to change in a real time, Leo. So for a lot of you, if this is about connection, there was someone who will be coming back, and if you want to have this person in your life, you will have to decide on what terms and what can you agree on, and how can you grow with or without them, and then let them know as well, you know, because it's kind of like you're confusing yourself on purpose, and me in this reading, until the death showed up, and now I see you're just avoiding the change. Okay, well, you kind of can't have both. You can't have fun and feel like you're making a right decision, and you know, then have this person for more serious connection, but not really putting in the work. Unfortunately, you have to choose here. Let's see how that works for your material world when it comes to your career or school. We have justice in the reverse. Okay, whatever justice shows up in this area, I always say that you should be careful while signing something or agreeing on a document. Okay, any legal cases, especially when the justice is in the reverse, you should be very, very careful how you approach it. And I feel like you have an opportunity to either have a fun career or grow within the career. So you're either changing because there's lack of growth in your current position, or you're staying where you are because it's fun, it's enjoyable, and it's not bad, but it is in a way unserious, or not as serious as you would want it to be. Maybe you feel like it's unfair because you're going through a lot here. So I feel like, you know, you're trying, maybe you're giving new ideas to your, you know, managers or someone who with whom you can grow within the company, and they're kind of like rejecting it. So then you're questioning yourself, right? Like, do I want to be in this unstable energy where I don't know where I can actually go, or do I want to change and go within somewhere I can grow, right? Either on my own or a different place. And I feel like for the future, again, decision, you know, you need to, you're confused again. And I feel like something that is fun is distracting you. Could be a fun coworker, could be a fun environment at work, but it's a destructive energy. It's not an energy that helps you kind of decide for your best, you know. It may be for some of you, I get like it may be someone who you're like attracted to at work, that it's like kind of keeping you in the same place. So they're not really, I don't feel like there's like mean people who are like against you at work. They're just like kind of dismissing you, but they're doing it in a charming way, so you're kind of agreeing on it. Something like that, Leo. So you decide for yourself. But whatever contract you're trying to sign, please read it a few times. And also, if you feel mistreated at work, right, someone is unfair to you, you're not making it up. I can see it here in the cards as well. So maybe it's time to change, okay? And overall, your energy, your well-being, I feel like you're confused between should I grow or should I just, you know, postpone it a little bit, be a little bit longer, forgive me for saying it, but a little bit delusional. Oh, look at that, 9 of Pentacles. You don't want to be delusional. You want to grow. And more, even more, you want to be independent within that grow. Well, Leo, if that's the case, it's time to decide and close some chapters. And be ready for that transformation, you know? You can't grow without sacrificing some stuff, you know? Either it's a fun relationship or lighter work environment, you know? You need to kind of put yourself first, and maybe, I don't want to hurt or I don't want to struggle, but maybe be a bit more, you know, adult serious at some point, just so you can kind of show yourself that you can be there for yourself and create something where there's growth, right? Possibility for growth, you know, because Knight of Pentacles is talking about very independent energy. So you really want to, you know, make that money for yourself. You really want to be able to support yourself in many areas, and you cannot kind of do it when you're postponing important stuff for like fun you know, outings. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with like having a interesting fun career or, you know, going out with friends, but sometimes we have this period of our life when we just need to focus, like lock in, right? And I feel like this is an opportunity for you for this month to kind of log in. Maybe you have like an offer for a better position, you know, or it's just a moment where you're realizing, yeah, I want more. So you need to kind of go for it, right? Nothing will really change if you won't. Let's see some extra energies here. Let's see oracle cards. Let's see the messages for the moon. Oh, look at that. Your hard work is paying off. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you just want to, it's a good time to put in some extra hard work. I know you're tired. I see it. And I know it's not hard. It's not easy for you to kind of stick to the decision. But if you stick to a decision, it feels like you will be rewarded at the end, right? So your hard work is paying off. So I would stick there for the month of November, just so you can have a better position as this month ends, right? Or sooner than later. And we have, look at that, my creative powers. Yeah, it feels like you may be birthing something, right? It can be an idea. It doesn't have to be literally baby like the Empress here. But look at that. My creative powers. I recognize the creative powers of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or to destroy. Today, I choose to use my thoughts to create a universe filled with joy and harmony. I will maintain a positive attitude. I have the power to create love and peace. I feel like it's kind of speaking about your not only power, but like your will, the fact that you are here as the decision maker. So again, whatever you allow to let in to your space will have an impact, right? And again, it's this game of choices in life where you need to sometimes just choose to say no, right? And be more focused, right? So you have the power to create love and peace for yourself, but it may demand some hard decision making. I believe you can do it, Leo. You're born leader. Look at that. It can be you as well here, right? With the Leo behind. Someone who can stand the ground and make a decision that will create a better future for them. So I hope that will happen for you in November. Thank you so much for today. If you would like a private reading from me, all the informations are down below. I also have a channel on TikTok where I do daily readings. You can follow me there, and I'll see you in the next month, maybe with a completely different energy. So good luck, and thank you so much, and bye bye.